Safe love can feel strange at first, sometimes even boring, sometimes almost suspicious, not because something is wrong with it, but because your nervous system may have learned love through uncertainty, not peace. Waiting for a message that may or may not come, someone who is impossibly close one day and far away the next, working hard again and again just to be loved. We've seen these moments in films, in songs, in stories we were told were romantic, and somewhere along the way, we learned to associate that ache, that uncertainty, with passion, with depth, with real love. But here's a question worth asking honestly. What if that was never love? What if it was just the most familiar shape your nervous system had ever learned to recognize? Here's something psychology has learned about the nervous system. It doesn't always seek peace. Sometimes it seeks what feels familiar, even if that familiar thing was never actually good for you. If your early experience of love involved inconsistency, closeness one day, distance the next, your body may have learned that this unpredictability is simply what love feels like. So when someone shows up steady, when they treat you with consistency, when their warmth doesn't disappear without explanation, part of you may relax, but another part of you may feel unsettled. Not because something is wrong, but because what you're experiencing isn't what you're used to. And anything unfamiliar, even something good, can initially feel like a threat. At first, trust feels foreign, but slowly, if you let it, it begins to seep into your experience. Trust doesn't punish you when you're triggered. It doesn't disappear when you go quiet. It doesn't require you to constantly prove that you're worth staying for. And slowly, your body starts to remember something it may have never fully learned. I don't have to fight to be loved. In relationship psychology, this process has a name. It's called earned security. It means that even if you didn't experience safe love as a child, you can still learn it later in life. It means you can unlearn the instinct to chase, to prove, to perform, and instead, learn that love can simply be received. This might be one of the most important things you ever come to understand about love. The relationship that heals you the most, the one that is actually right for you, is rarely the one that excites you the most. It is the one that makes you feel truly safe for the first time, not the one you have to chase. Not the one that keeps you guessing, but the one you can finally rest inside. Love was never meant to be something you run after. It was meant to be something you can settle into. And when you remember that, really remember it in your body, not just in your mind, something begins to shift. Breaking this cycle doesn't happen all at once. It happens in small moments. The moment you notice yourself waiting for chaos that never comes, and choosing to stay anyway. The moment you feel calm with someone and resist the urge to call it boring. The moment you let yourself be loved consistently without needing to test it, without needing to provoke a reaction just to feel something familiar. Each one of these moments brings you a little closer to yourself, not to a relationship, not to another person, to yourself. You are allowed to be loved without earning it through struggle. You are allowed to feel calm and call it love, not call it boring. You are allowed to stop fighting for something that was never meant to require a fight. If this touched something in you today, subscribe to the channel and help this kind of content reach more people. And if you know someone who needs to hear this, share it with them today. I'll see you in the next one.